Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process, especially since you're always growing and changing. Therapy is all about deepening that self-awareness, because sometimes you don't know what you really want until you talk things through. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist online who can take you on that journey of self-discovery from wherever you are. Visit BetterHelp.com/positive today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/positive.
Here at Odyssey, we know that all too often the news is filled with stories that just heighten the level of tension and anxiety in your daily life. So we've decided to puncture those worries and fears like a jet fighter shooting down a spy balloon from China. Or is it aliens now? Who can keep up? And that's the point. You don't have to, thanks to our new podcast, Name That News. We'll play you a handful of clips from the week, wildly out of context, and let you try and figure out just what is going on. Just like you do every day when the news is on, just more fun. Name That News, available now in the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
So if you see Mark Poloncarz doing a jig down Franklin Street or Delaware Avenue, do not be surprised, because he will be your county executive for 4 more years at least. The Erie County Republican Party goes where Daddy swings a big money hammer and goes with Chrissy Casilio Bloom to be the Erie County Executive candidate for the Republican Party. And let me just say, I am not impressed. And Mickey Kearns basically bent over and stuck it to himself with those stupid-ass ads during the last campaign, featuring himself talking about veteran services when he was going up against when he was going up against Melissa Hartman. So Mickey Kearns would have beat Mark Poloncarz, but Mickey Kearns beat himself in one of the dumbest moves I have ever seen a politician make. So the Republicans, being Republicans, they go to where somebody can self-fund, and they're going to self-fund themselves all the way to oblivion. So Mark Poloncarz, congratulations to you. As of today, you have won another term as Erie County Executive. It's funny because if you're a Democrat in Erie County, all you have to do is wait for the Republicans to sit back and shoot themselves in the foot, which is what they seem to do each and every election. It is amazing, the ineptitude of the Erie County Republicans. And you all wonder why I'm not a Republican? I'm not a Republican because they are the dumbest bunch of politicians I have ever seen in my entire life. It is absolutely uncanny the extent to which the Erie County Republicans in particular will simply bend over and take care of themselves. No mean feat, but how the Erie County Republicans manage to screw themselves. But yeah, the Erie County Republican Party is dumb, 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 and all they do is shoot themselves in the foot, and all they do is look for the people who can self-fund, or Daddy self-funds the campaign, and they are going to get slaughtered in the Erie County Executive race. And Mickey Kearns is dumber than I thought. I actually thought Mickey Kearns was kind of intelligent, but running those ads when he was running against Missy Hartman, it was one of the stupidest things I ever saw. And by the way, the Democrats were great, because when you see your enemy, Mickey Kearns, digging himself a hole, don't stop him from digging himself a hole. Wait until after the hole is dug, and then you say, what he did was unethical and possibly illegal. But he dug himself a nice hole, and Mickey Kearns his political career is over, and Mark Poloncarz is going to win again as Erie County Executive, because the Republicans are the stupidest political party in Erie County that I have ever seen in my entire life. It is beyond belief how stupid the Republicans are. And how all you have to do is be a Democrat and win. It's amazing, absolutely amazing to see such stupidity on display from the Erie County Republicans. And I know a lot of you are going to hate me for saying that, but you know what? Y'all hated me for saying the Bengals were going to kick the Bills' ass, and who was right on that? Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I was right on that. Even though it wasn't the popular thing to say, the Bengals actually beat the Bills by more than I thought they were going to beat the Bills. So that's, you can go ahead and dream. You can go ahead and fantasize and say, oh, the Republicans are going to be the next county executive. Mark Poloncarz is going to get defeated. All right. Well, you know what? When you're done, why don't you send me some of that fantasy crack dragon weed you're smoking? Because maybe I could get off on it as well. Anyway, welcome to the program. Good to be with you on a Monday. And that's about all I have to say about that. There is no point in my even discussing the Erie County Executive race anytime after this, because the Erie County Republicans have done one of the stupidest things I've ever seen a political party do. But after all, it's about who has the money, who swings the money hammer, who's got the influence with the cash. Well, I think we know the answer to that, but influence with the cash doesn't mean anything when it comes to the votes. Oh, yeah, and if you doubt what I'm saying, why don't you talk to Carl Palladino and say, hey, Carl, how'd that race for Congress go? Oh, I'm sorry, Carl, you lost to Nick Langworthy. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm not wrong, because results speak for themselves, and it is what it is. It is what it is. And if you are a Republican, I feel sorry for you. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent because, frankly, the Erie County Republicans make it absolutely impossible for me to enroll as a Republican because, frankly, I've never seen a stupider bunch of people in my entire life, in all honesty. Anyway, Josh Schmidt is at Master Control, as he always is, and I thought we would get into some other things today on WBEN, far more interesting than Republican or Democrat politics, and far more interesting than the fact that the Republican county executive candidate is going to get her clock cleaned.